Morning, everybody, and welcome to TeamODZ Live and the Friday app. Sort out webcam here. We have an empty seat, and we have Rupert. And Rick's going to join us. Okay. Well, there he is. Wait. Uh-oh. Okay. For a second, I didn't think I was going to be able to join because I never added the event or never joined the event before. Wait, is it going to let me? I don't know. Might not. Man, I even went to it earlier and I never even joined it. That sucks. I might be able to find it in club events. So I found it, but I'm not, and it allows me to add my name to the list, but then doesn't allow me to start it. Well, if you've registered on it, quit, switch, and start it again. Might make it show up. Otherwise, go to club events on your phone. Well, you managed to give me a ride, huh? Up into Angela. Oh, come on. Now my heart rate's not good. Heart rate monitor. Let's do this. Mel. There we go. Just had to exit out and back. Yeah. Ooh, my legs are a little sore from the workout.
Hey, it worked the first time. He made.
You know, I always hear good to stretch, all that stuff. My sister was having like some sort of a pinched nerve issue going on in her hip and back. She was like, yeah, you need to make sure you stretch. And then like the other day when I took the day off to get my fatigue back in order, I did some yoga. Now I've been having a hip issue ever since.
You went into the yoga too fast, huh?
I even thought about it too. I was like, I hope this doesn't create any issues. Like, oh no, it won't. It'll be fine. Yeah. I mean, I still don't necessarily think that created anything, but I think it also happens when I start easy pedaling after going hard for a long period of time. fatigued riding when I ride easy. Tends to make them perform a little bit off, I think.
Mel's doing his emails.
Gotta work hard, even on the bike, huh?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I didn't get zapped.
Oh, it's you up
Everybody
there.
knows you gotta look defensively. All these climbs is killing me.
Well, you've had some practice on this route. You rode it with me the other day.
Yeah. Way
This the
better than that
reverse?
other one.
Is this the reverse route?
Oh, your Mel's
Yeah.
not sending emails. He's sending us messages on the stream.
Yep. I was chatting with the stream. Trying to boost that stuff up.
Never mind. I don't want to know if it's the reverse route.
Oh yeah, it is. With all this stupid climbing. I'm pretty sure it is.
So you got more high meters on the reverse route than the forward?
Yeah. To me, it seems more climby. Last time I did it, I was like, oh my god, this rolls a lot. It's like up and down, up and down. Here we go again, back to there we go.
Are we all waiting for the US labor market report today? Everybody's hoping that there are more unemployed because that increases the chance that the interest is going to drop.
So I have a little account that I play around with on Robinhood that has like $100 in it. Just to see where I can take it. So far, I haven't taken it very far, that's for sure. I'm actually going backwards. But I've been meaning to try to pay attention.
How
on
come
Reddit
you don't
for
use
when-
the fake accounts with the dummy money instead?
I don't know, because I already put money on this one.
Yeah,
I thought,
you
what's the
still-
worst?
you
What's
still
the worst
have
that'll
time to
happen?
test out your stuff before you do it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's
Oh.
$100. I mean, come on now.
After you end up with a 20% return, you're going to ask yourself why you didn't take a mortgage in the house and put it all in.
And then after the opposite happens, you'll ask yourself the opposite question.
Somebody has to pay the party.
All those people
Yeah.
who are like, oh, I know what I'm doing, I got it. All you're doing is funding the people who have the reverse position.
But so I've been meaning for the longest time to go and get in on one of those GameStop things right before it happens. Of course, I always miss it because I don't spend enough time paying attention to it. This morning, though, I saw something about it. And I was like, ooh, I'll go check it out. Nope, already spiked again. It's the second one this year. And I was like, well, I know better than to get in on it now, obviously.
Well, actually, the real jackpot came yesterday because the Dutch High Court decided that you can't ask people to pay capital gain tax when they have a loss on their investment. So that's good news for me.
How about
I mean,
that?
you
That's
should
nice.
think that this is obvious, but it isn't.
Just
Doesn't
like
the
just
go-
invest in it.
Capital loss taxes.
Capital
Doesn't the
investment is
government
good
pay
enough.
you
It's
then?
like game.
Don't worry about it. They are definitely going to implement capital loss taxes soon enough. With all the crazy spending they're doing and all the debt they're getting into, they're going to need to recoup that money somehow. And who else better than to take it from the people who earned it and give it to the people who just misuse it every day?
Yeah, but that's a tough one though. If you do that, how does it affect everything else in the market?
It already is affecting
Well, yeah.
everybody's incomes are considered to be dropping, and it's just going to be the nail in the coffin when the government starts increasing taxes. People already don't have enough to keep up with inflation, so much so that both Target and Walmart have decided to reverse their prices to before COVID levels.
Yeah.
That's how bad they're getting hit right now on their earnings calls. It is terrible.
McDonald's
it's
is,
going bad.
McDonald's is bringing back the value menu.
Yeah, because they have to. They're not making sales anymore.
The
Everybody's
population is
bringing
going to
back
get even
everything.
fatter again. Yeah, we will. But I mean, one way to look at it though is we're on the precipice of being a part of history
Complete failure.
because we get to be like we get to be like the Weimar Republic or something. We get to be like one of those ones where you can be like, I was there. You can tell your grandchildren.
This
Oh
this
yeah,
is
I
a
was
bit
there
the
for the
Depression.
collapse of America.
this is a bit deep for a
my
Friday
God.
Ebb conversation. We normally talk about beans.
I mean, US people, you're always complaining. You have like 4.5% growth or something. Go to the UK on vacation. This is my advice because point one, support the UK economy. Point two, watch what's going on there.
The only thing good about the American economy right now is the stock market. That's it.
Yeah,
It's
well,
the only
yeah,
thing showing good.
that's true. Yeah, which is a bit conspicuous.
Yeah. And which
I agree.
and because even with terrible earnings calls far below analyst estimates, the market still went up. So it's just like nobody cares right now until it all comes crashing down. It's like Jenga. It's like, hey, take a block out from somewhere else and put it at the top. You'll be okay. Don't worry about it.
That means the U.S. is due for a good war.
Oh,
It's
and
coming.
a good market collapse at the same time. Because I don't know if you've heard the reports, but you know, the internet went out yesterday, or is it the day before yesterday, whatever day. Water mains started breaking places. You time them both at the same time, you ensure collapse. The same way that when a terrorist messes with a plane, you ensure collapse. So if you do them both at the same time, you'll collapse that dollar. All right, that was the end of my short TED talk. 1 minute at a time.
Basically, US don't have to matter about the economy. You can just print more dollars. It's worked for so many years. It worked for so many years. So.
Well, yeah, but it's only been happening for a short period of time. Eventually, it's all going to come back.
Eventually. But how many people does
It's
it
like-
take out on what?
Like since 1973, that's not a short time.
That's not a very long time. That's one generation.
Shit,
That
it's
will
not
be
even
the
a
generation that is known for the inevitable collapse of the financial markets.
We've borrowed
Yep.
more in 1 year than the last 200 years combined with the new current spending limits that Biden administration loves so much.
Oh, we're pretty
You
impressed with
even
that
got-
as well. So, what is it called? The inflation counteract bill or something? Putting out $5 billion into the economy. How you can fight inflation by adding $5 billion? This we want to see.
You fight inflation by increasing income, which is the problem that we're having. Nobody wants to increase income, so the corporations decided, nah, we'll just reduce prices.
Well, does that necessarily fight inflation? Or does it adapt
Yeah.
to inflation?
That's the only, in my opinion, looking at all the all the stuff. Yeah, that's the only way to fight inflation is to pace income with inflation. Then it never
Okay.
inflated. It's the same.
That's adaptation to inflation.
Either way, it ends up equal, so it cancels itself out.
That's working with the inflation. But yeah, but the problem is that, yeah, companies feel the inflation as well. They don't want to pass on, they don't want to pay more, especially on small business scale, where they
That's why
feel
you
it
have
the most.
unions.
Still trying to unionize the Brewers Association. Well, no, we already have one of those, but it's not a union.
Yeah.
The BUA, the Brewers Union Association.
I can still remember 1985, where the breweries of Denmark closed the entire country. They just stopped beer production. The whole country broke down, basically.
No brew, no country. Everybody's quitting today. They say we are a lifeline, the pulse of the country.
But, I mean, in the end, at least we turned COVID into just another sickness.
It already was.
We just grinded everything to a halt in order to do it.
Yeah.
Remember that time when you were sitting at home thinking, well, how is this going to work out in the future?
Yeah. Sitting at home on my deck, growing plants, drinking, hanging out with my neighbor. As the government decided, what are we going to do about this common
This
cold
can't be
issue?
real. Is this really happening? This can't be real. And then, sure enough, it was.
Yeah.
And now it's
But
time to pay
it
the
wasn't
piper.
too real because the 90 days of that, they said, hey, we like the work you do, and we're the government, so you're going back to work full time. Everybody's dying. Yeah, we don't care. You're going to work though. And you're going into work, no remote work for you.
Why am I all the way up here? I'm gonna come back now. The part that sucks though is that the only thing I got out of the deal was empty roads.
Oh yeah.
I still went to work. We had to work harder.
Yeah.
We
Very
had to
It was
keep
just
up
me.
with the demand.
I mean,
It
don't
actually
get me
hurt us
wrong.
because
You got me
we had a-
promoted big time, but still.
It hurt us because we had to completely switch operations to adapt to the new market
Yeah.
of everybody drinking at home. Love you.
Now you gotta get
and-
on DoorDash.
And then we had to go back to reality eventually. And at that point, everybody had decided they didn't want to drink as much anymore.
In Europe, they had some
Yes.
alcohol distillers turn into hand sanitizers producers. Can you imagine the outcry?
That was the times when this hand sanitizer sucked.
Starts.
It was
It
like,
was
this is
smelled
just booze.
awful.
All this is
Yeah.
denatured alcohol. What the heck? That was when sanitizer was no longer in gel form. That was like the stuff you could probably get triple the price for.
It's so hard to go to slow. Okay, there we go.
But one day,
Enjoying
kids
it.
will be reading about this time in books, and they'll be like, "Wow, that must
Yamal-
be crazy times."
Yamal, if you end up ahead of the fence and the timer's coming down, just speak up and I'll reset it.
Oh, okay. I got
I
it.
know,
I figured it out.
I know you're.
Pedaling so slow, my RPMs are like, are you pedaling?
Well, just stop.
There we go. Yeah, I have to keep stopping. But then you gotta restart your pedal on a hill, on that incline. Sucks. Anyway,
Like I
I'm
said-
just complaining.
I know. You're turning into Rick. I mean, Rick never ever complains about anything.
Especially not when he's
Right.
sleeping.
Congratulations!
I gotta complain. All right, you know what?
You
Nope.
get to turn into
Uh,
you know, I was thinking about something this morning. Maybe not something to think about, but I've noticed if it's sunny or cloudy out, kind of decides whether or not if I even feel like sprinting. Say it's a cloudy day, and I just don't feel like it.
oh wow, it's not cloudy here. Well, I guess it's a little bit, but not really. The sun is out heavy where I am right now. It's
Yeah,
beautiful
man.
outside as I look out here.
We
Still
have
kind of sticky though.
one of those rare weather systems that happens sometimes, especially in June, where Maine gets covered by this weird low, and you get like mid 80s in New Hampshire, but then 60s in Maine, and the chance for scattered showers all day. It'll be here for like 4 days. Stupid low. That means, well, tomorrow I'm going to try to ride outside. I need to go over and do some yard work for my mom. So I
I'll
figured,
be at
well,
track meet all day.
I'm going to turn it into a long bike ride before I get there.
My day's gonna be so long tomorrow.
Yeah, track meets are, there's something else.
And since I decided to start my own team, I'm the only real coach. So I have to be there from the moment it starts to do packet pickup and coaches meeting, and to the moment it ends, because I got to pick up medals after they decide the winners.
Yeah.
They've already said they are not mailing them out. If you don't get them that day, or find a way to pick them up later on your own, you don't get no medals.
No medals for
That's
you.
the thing with the cheer coaches. With the cheer coaches, it's like we show up to something and we'll be like, all right, so Grace goes on at this time. And then, you know, she likes to watch the other teams. So we'll like do any that are near there. And then awards are at this time. But then usually because there's so many levels, it'll be like, you know, there's one going on in the morning, a couple in the middle of the day, and then another one at night. And then medals are like the last award ceremony. So these coaches are there from from start to finish.
Yeah, from very finish, yeah. I was just talking about track, how long I'll be there, but I will take that over cheer and gymnastics any day. I mean, in cheer and gymnastics, the award ceremony alone is longer than a track meet. I'm just like, bro, this is wild.
It's not too bad when you go to the competitions. They have it. It's a lot faster than high school ones, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Holy, high school they take forever.
Yeah.
But there is that whole, you do have to wait around for it to finally start because you have to wait for everyone to compete.
Wait around for it to start, and then it takes forever. Everybody gets an award, especially in gymnastics. Everybody. You like go down to the ninth row.
Oh, at gymnastics.
Medal. You're just like, bro, come on. At this point, can we go home? Just pass them out to the coaches and let the coaches do this on their own at practice tomorrow.
Good part for you is that cheer. They have it. It's a machine. They have it pretty down. So it's like the award ceremony starts at this time. You go find a seat at that time. I mean, you do have to find stuff to do until then. But then you go find a seat. And usually it's like they play like 2 or 3 songs. You get to watch all of them dancing. And just being kids.
They do.
And then they're like, bam, 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 bam. All right, see you later. And then competitions resume on that stage. Because there's just so much happening all at once. There's like usually at most of them, especially the big ones, there's like several stages. So they just have it going all the time. Sensory overload for sure. By the end of the day, it's like I haven't really done that much, but I am done. Bent.
Heck,
Holy.
Yeah.
Flashing lights and booming bass. And just like loud teenage girls everywhere. Crowds of people
scream about everything.
Oh yeah. There's so much all the time. It's like every so often I have to go find a corner and just sit in it and just look at my phone and watch something relaxing.
The funniest part about that is I've done it before. Just find a corner and just hide and recuperate.
Yeah. Nobody can behind you. you're kind of out of the view, so no one's looking at you. It's just a moment to yourself.
Yeah.
And then it's best not to think about the fact that you paid $50 for a ticket to get in to do that.
$50 per person.
Yeah, per person.
Or depending on the meet for the two of you. So yeah, I would still pick track over that any day. And in track, you have the sun, but you never know because a wind storm could come through and make it freezing cold on a day that should be 95. It's like 55.
Yeah.
I'd still pick track, bro. It's just easier. It's easier to disappear. You got more going on where you're actually needed. So, as a dad, as cheer dad, you're not needed.
Yeah.
You're just there for support.
The other part as well is that it's a competition.
Yeah.
It's like a competition of who crosses that line first, or who jumps the highest, or the furthest, or throws the farthest. It's not based upon 20 individuals take
and a
on
vote.
it.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about a vote.
That is the part that's very confusing for me, because there was about, between high school and all-star cheer, I think there was like 5 different competitions where the end result was it shouldn't have been like that, according to everybody. And it's like, well, that sucks, because you can't do that in basketball. There's no like that shot went in.
Yeah.
How could they not see that? You know, it's like, no, it went in or it didn't. That's just how it is. There's no room for interpretation on whether or not if the ball went through the hoop.
Yeah.
Although fouls, I guess. That's where that ends up getting rough.
Yeah. With track, you don't have none of that. You either did cross that line first or you didn't. When duty calls, you gotta go.
Yes, Rick did. It's gone for beans.
The beans got them. They catch up to you eventually.
Man, rest weeks make me tired.
I'm guessing you're not in the ride today, huh?
What's that?
I'm guessing you're not in this ride today.
Oh, I
In
am.
the ebb. Oh,
I'm in it. I did not see what the finish looks like at all, so I'll be just winging it.
me too. Just winging
I kept
it.
meaning to look, but I did not.
Perfect timing. Right as we said that, Andy drops the rules. Winging it though. Hashtag winging. That should have been my video title for today. Winging it. I don't even know if it's on a hill or not.
I mean, it kind of looks like, well, wait, never mind. We're going that way.
I'm over the thing again.
Yeah, it's all downhill, right? Was this really a downhill finish?
It's
I
a
hope
kind
not.
of, yeah. It starts on the flat. It's before the right-hander coming off the straight.
Oh man. I think my favorite course is that London one that's shaped like a trap, like a lollipop. I think that's wherever that is.
Oh, the London Classic.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that one. For some reason, it likes me and I like it. My least favorite one is the one I lost last week. It's just something about that course that it doesn't like me. Yeah, that one. I think I might start being domestique on that day.
You that's still ahead of the fence, Jamal.
Am I?
No, I'm
Nah, he's right
asking.
behind you.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
Just
no,
making
no,
sure.
I'm not.
Oh, no,
Sorry.
you're with me.
I'm
I didn't know who it was.
actually.
They're coming back now. I just gave them a reset. Although, I'm also about to pull it back to 2 seconds.
Here, leading up, 3 miles to go. 3, 2, 1.
Man, this week's causing lots of doubt in my fitness. Hate that. I know next week I'll be better, but I hate it when you gotta rest after over fatiguing. Shouldn't have done it. Should have just kept it steady. I should have ignored that last week of workouts.
You wouldn't have.
You can be fatigued now. You just don't have to be fatigued on race day.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, that's the way I've been thinking about it. You know, like I still have time to take this week the way I have, where I'm like way below where I should be. But tomorrow's ride, as long as it's not raining, tomorrow's ride should be good. It'll be a nice hilly 40-something mile ride. And it's like the beginning quarter and the last quarter of the race route. And then my mom, she's living down by a lake, so it's gonna be cold as hell. Because I don't think it's supposed to I think the high tomorrow is like 70 something. And then the lake always makes it cooler.
That guy that's just ahead of you, Jamal, is he's in danger of being zapped. All this.
I feel like I'm in a track race where you gotta pedal slow.
Don't worry. I'll just made it back. So,
Yeah,
keep an eye on this.
I'm back, so you don't have to worry about it doing anything.
Oh, well, no, all this is not bad.
We're all just hanging out. Bees are swarming the fence.
Yeah,
We're all just
this,
hanging out right here on the line.
all this can be zapped.
Three, two, one. All right, now we're at 222. Oh yeah, let me turn off my.
So you make it.
Here we go.
Oh, you make it just.
he really late going.
I never got a power up either. Wow. I am not in it. I just still have my first power up.
Ariel. Here we go. Here we go.
Hello, Mrs. Yamel.
Who was that?
Said hello, Mrs. Yamel.
Oh, God. Yeah, my daughter's leaving for school.
Oh, Miss Yamel then.
The mini me. Oh, look at that. Not paying attention, getting myself dropped.
Well, that could be a tactic, you know. Start off the bat. Get sprinting before I say go. Just be going through the pack as I say go. We are coming up on the start of the final 1K, 500 meters away from it.
I did it again.
Gonna call you.
50
I'm gonna call you Brittany. Oops, I did it again.
Blaming your rollers, because if you didn't have rollers, your resistance would change when we hit a hill, and then therefore your power would spike, and everybody else wouldn't like yo-yo in front of you.
Yes,
So
my
I'm
boy.
gonna pass it back.
I'm just doing what it says on the tin. I'm riding at a constant power.
You are very much are. We're all the wrong ones. Just so hard to pedal that slow. when my trainer locks in at 10% with 100%. What do you call it? 100%
Trainer difficulty.
trainer difficulty. Yeah, it's so hard.
All right, off you go. Right, we are on the Rick cam. How's he back? Some pack here of maybe 8 cyclists, 10 cyclists pulling away now. Got a little gap. You trying to hang on the back. Rick's just biding his time. See you, Mel, in there.
Because it's downhill, so you have to go now.
Last few 100 meters here. Yamel's making his way to the front. Patterson. Hill. All in with a chance here. Yamel's just banging wheels with Rick. Rick's piling the power on. There goes Wu. Wu taking the lead. Rick trying to chase Wu down here. Where's that finish? There it is. I think Wu's taken the win here. Rick's fighting for third and fourth. There we go.
Nice one.
We had Wu, Yamel, and then a photo finish for third and fourth. Let's see who got it. I don't think it was Rick. Oh, it's a tie. That's the first time I have ever seen that.
Yeah, but that's not possible. So this is,
I know that's the first tie I've ever seen ever.
we don't have ties in Swift Power.
I need to take a screenshot of that. I know the official thing is with power, but you know, I've never seen on the results a tie.
You beat me straight up today. No excuses on this one. I just got beat. But I came away with the jersey somehow. So he probably started earlier than me and then held it longer. I think if I had more time, or if I had known when he started, could have done better.
Helped him out being behind for sure.
I just ran out of time to close any more distance.
There was one point at the end when you guys were ahead of me. I think I was in fourth at that time. I looked up and you're like 13 watts kilo. Wu was like 14. And I'm doing 10 and a half. I was like, nope, I don't think I'm catching up. Fight for third. Still kept going though. Didn't stop. It's a lot easier to keep going now, I'm finding. That must mean my training's working out.
Yeah, but then you need to make the sprint longer.
I have no intentions of sprinting.
Is that a request,
to win the race
Hoofer? I
coming
can
up.
make it 2K next week.
No.
I do like longer ones.
The sprint is always too long. It always starts at 1050 meters and not at 1000 meters.
Yeah, well, you see, I don't have the accuracy, so I've got to start it at some point.
Yeah, but okay,
Dude,
that
I
doesn't really
like
change anything.
instead of 6.
But the thing is, with Wu, you want to make the sprint long. You want to have ideally 30 seconds or something. And when it's downhill, you can't start at 300 meters. That's much too late.
Because Wu's a mega powerhouse short, but the way to beat him is to have a longer lead up or higher lead up. But after a hill like that, it's hard to, because we're not released until it's basically right in his maybe
force him to go early.
Maybe depending on the course, we can change the start to go.
He has such an intense power that I think he does fade if you make him do it. But
yeah, if you make it do it longer. And like I said, if I had started earlier, I think I could have brought him back because I still had more in the tank, but I just ran out of time.
We were so late on that one. I was waiting for you. You were waiting for me. And finally, that other guy went.
And then
you
was
still kind of waited for me.
My prime zone, and then he took off.
I know. I went ahead of you, and then when I saw in the beginning of my sprint that I was going ahead of you, I was like, no.
They'll still be talking about this at lunchtime.
That would not go well.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to shut the stream now, huh?
I'm going to say thank you to everyone for joining us today. Much appreciated. I will be editing the final 1K down. If you want to see it again, it'll be on the TeamODZ Facebook page a little bit later. So have a great weekend, everyone. Go on, say it, Rick.
Bye-bye.
There we go.
Thanks for watching.
I think he just blew my eardrums out. So, we'll catch you all again next week. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.